Welcome to Atlanta, home of Go Fast Racing League Down to Mike's Truck Series. We're live here for 100 laps in the Camping World Truck Series. Down to Mike's. Make sure you check them all out if you're up in North Carolina. And it should be a very good race tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. Coming off a very exciting race 2 weeks ago back at Daytona, where it was Todd Gray picking up his first win of the season, actually the first win of the season for all these guys. And yeah, it's fun. Picked up his win at Daytona. He is currently leading the points by two over Brandon Puffenbarger and Michael Travarti and Joe Burchett, your current top four, and Jeremy Radney right up there as well in fifth place. So tonight at Atlanta, next week, I'm sorry, 2 weeks from tonight is Martinsville. For Martinsville 150, 150 laps at Martinsville. That's going to be a fun one. I know Joe Burchett's really looking forward to that. There's also some really good short trackers. Michael Travarti and another one of those guys that can run really well at Martinsville. So it should be really good. Should be fun. And real fast, let's get a look at the weather. One thing, if you do not know about Atlanta, is this place eats tires like really bad. And what I mean by that, we're going to see most likely, even with the late afternoon weather, we're going to see guys come to pit road earlier than normal, and it's going to be fun. So, a little bit of information. By the way, guys, let me know if you all have trouble hearing me or anything like that, because I was messing around with settings, and I'm still working on trying to get this computer set up exactly where it should be. So, let me know, and we'll get it taken care of. It ain't no big deal. So, anyway, we're getting ready to go. Got about 3 minutes left in here right now. Tyler Cox on top of the board. Travarti in second. Kind of a rival between these two, if you didn't know. Last week, some heated exchange between the driver of the 14 and the 2 during the Cup Series race last Saturday. So we'll see if it transpires over tonight. I don't think it will. I do know that Skylar Allen had a talk with both of them guys, and I believe it's pretty much well under control now. But I do expect them to race each other harder than ever. I don't expect it to carry over and see, guys getting wrecked or nothing like that, or at least I hope not, because with 22 drivers in here, you really don't want to see that, especially if something happens. Real fast, I want to give a shout out. You all probably seen it pop up just a minute ago. You see the bottom left hand corner as well. Colon Cancer Awareness. We will have that logo on our broadcast for these guys for the next month or so. We do a lot of stuff. We'll have a link here set up soon as well for everybody who wants to donate for that cause. So I'm thinking about. Let me give you a little bit of story. So last week, you all probably don't know or haven't heard. It was pretty sad, I guess we could say, if we look at it like that. Hopefully, it works out. But so anyway, during last week's at the end of the practice for the Daytona 250, which was the HomeNet hosting Cup Series, driver of the number one, and I'll put his name up right now. Stephen Parks found out that his mom actually got a call while he was racing at the end of practice and she called him at the end of practice. I apologize. And the doctors told her that she is going to have her second treatment of cancer, or she has a second treatment, or has cancer for the second time. And she's been fighting cancer for 17 years, or she fought cancer 17 years ago. She beat it, and sadly, he found out during last week that his mom got cancer again. Yes, he did race Daytona, but throughout the month of March, Go Fast and us will be with Steven and his mom, and we'll be having this ribbon up on our broadcast as often as we can during every race if we can. And so yeah, we're thinking about that, and I'm sure everything will be fine. But Steven, just so you know, we are thinking about you and your mom as well. I know it's probably really tough on her. I'm sure it's tough on your whole family. So something like that always really close down to home, and that's one thing I hope nobody ever has to deal with. I know my family had to deal with it a couple of years back. They lost all four or three of my grandparents to cancer. Lost my uncle to cancer within a span of like 3 years, I think. So definitely a rough situation, but all in all, hope it works out, and I'm sure it will. Got about 19 seconds left here in the session before we get ready to go. This race is only 100 laps. That don't take very long. These guys showed last week they could race under green for a while. I do expect that to happen here tonight. Like I said, I do expect green flag pit stops, especially with the tires the way they are. So, practice coming to an end, and your fastest in practice shouldn't be much of a surprise. Tyler Cox using his brand new Fanatec wheel. Definitely going to be helping him a little bit, I'm sure. Will be leading us into qualifying with the fastest time. Travarthian is second with the fastest time. So we'll see how this works out in qualifying as Stephen Parks. We're going to watch him as he rolls out onto the track. Let me actually fix that. There we go. There's Stephen. Once again, let me know if the volume or anything's a little bit messed up. If the cars sound too low, please let me know, and I will get that taken care of. Also, while he's heading out on the track, let me see. Joe Burchett out on the track yet? He is not. We'll give him just a minute. Another cool paint scheme that I want to show you guys. So we'll get that here in just 1 second. Let me know if the stream's laggy at all as well, and I will take that. It shouldn't be, but you never know. So Stephen will actually shut it off. And Todd Curry, winner of last week's race. There's his truck for tonight. So he works into turn number 3. And 4, I believe this is actually his first lap. So he actually just now starting his first lap. So while he's starting now, I want to give another shout out to Joe Burchett. He's running a special paint scheme tonight. His brother and his wife, his brother's wife, had a baby, Reese Riley Burchett, born today. Born a couple months early. You see the picture there on the side, but definitely thinking of that. Really cool news coming from the Burchetts and his family, so congratulations on that. And hopefully your brother, I know you're watching, hopefully your brother can pull off a win. Right now on top of the board, it is Todd Cray. We just seen him. Joe Burchett currently out there as well. We'll see what he can do. For now, the number 41, Toyota. I know Joe painted this truck, by the way, himself a little while ago. Done a really good job on that, so we'll be trying to show that here and there as well as a couple others. Joe going to wash up out of turn 4. Let's see what kind of lap he could do. He's going to do a pretty good one. 31.488 jumps him to 6th place. So let's jump back to John Morrison at number 43. John Ronaldo still qualifying? He is not. So John Ronaldo right now is 16th. Driving the Down to Mike's truck. For the Down to Mike's truck series. That's weird to say. See what kind of lap the number 43 of Morris can do as he works out of turn 4. Cross start finish line. Pretty good lap. Could be a little bit better. I'm sure he's looking for more. 13. Sean Lejeune in the 27. Watch out for the 27. He may have something for the pole here. Right now on top of the board it is Todd Cray on top. Love the paint scheme, by the way. He gets into the wall, however, and he will not be qualified. I think we got a couple guys. Stephen Park's going to be starting at the back. Austin Marion in the 65, and Eric Minch. Good old Eric. Good to see him back in here. Metalhead Motorsports on that. That's a cool looking paint. There's Sean back out there. He's running a cool looking paint scheme. I know he got a little bit of damage just now. NRA. Snappers. That's awesome. Coming out of turn 4. Sean, probably not going to have the lap he wanted. Definitely probably going to be one of the slowest that we've seen. Yeah, 18th. So definitely not what he wanted. Right now it is Todd Cray up in front. Really good lap by Todd. 31.316 the best. So we're watching these guys. They're getting across the line. That's Austin Marion. Skylar Allen is in 16th. He's running a different paint scheme than normal. You see that on the truck. Really nice looking paint scheme. Valvoline. It's a little bit different for him. So you see these guys crossing the start finish line. Everybody has to qualify. So we got 22 drivers making the start here tonight. And going to be leading them to the green flag is the number 21, Todd Cray. Not much of a surprise, I don't think. He won, what was it, 2 championships last year with the K&N Series and the trucks, I believe. Dominated the K&N Series, though. I was looking at Tyler. Where's Todd at? He has yet to qualify. Dylan Bose, Michael Trevarthian, Smokey Mike. That's funny. Kyle Frame, great driver. Aaron Fowler, another good driver. So yeah, guys, just let me know if there's anything wrong with the stream. Loudness needs to be turned up or something. Once again, this computer's kind of new still, so I'm still trying to figure it all out and get the settings right. I think it's good, though. I need to really sit down. I may do that tomorrow. Sit down and actually get everything set on it. I'm waiting on Todd Cray to grid. If he grids, we'll try to pull him in for an interview. And there he is. Let's see if I can get him real fast. I don't want to keep him in here too long because of get ready to go. Hey, Todd, you got me? Oh, give me just 1 second, man. I got to make an adjustment on my sound settings and we'll be good to go. All right, you there? That's weird. I cannot hear you. All right, I will get you back here in just 1 moment, Todd. Good luck tonight. I'll try to get you back in here in a minute. I cannot hear you for some reason. We'll get him back in here, though, guys. Once I figure out how to move him, we'll pull him up there, and we'll get him right back in here during the first caution. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, he's your pole sitter. I'm not sure why it wasn't picking him up. From my standpoint, alright, get ready to go green flag once, well, for the first time tonight. Should be fun. I keep saying it. Todd Cray, Michael Trevarthian on the front row. As the pace car drops in, the green flag is out. We're off to racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And it is Todd Cray and Michael Trevarthian on the front row, followed by 57 of Kyle Frame. Sitting in third, we got a little bit of a blinking issue there. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. It looks like it is Aaron Fowler, possibly. Battle's going to be up front. Michael Trevarthian takes away the top spot. Here comes Kyle Frame now working on the 21. Working out of turn number 4. We are 2 wide further back behind these guys. This is Joe Burchett, Raymond Cullinan. I love the paint scheme on that 12 truck tonight. No Kodiak, I apologize. Paint scheme. Joe going to take away 4th. Brandon Puffenbarger now looking to the inside of that number 9 of Aaron Fowler. We got trucks side by side right now, pretty much all underneath the blanket right now coming out of turn 4. You see that number 30, that is Scott Nashlin, I believe is how you say his last name. Turn 4 Motorsports. You also got Mark Nadeau right behind him. 2 teammates running nose to tail as they work in the 8th and 9th position. Well, not the 10th now. Tyler Cox also starting to work his way up into 14. See the 2 teammates right now battling with each other. This is the 40 and the 30. Scott in that 30 truck in 10th place. Had Joe blinking just a little bit. He's actually trying to pass for third now. This is on Kyle Frame. Joe going to the high side, trying to save them tires, working out of turn 4. He takes away the third spot. Joe Burchett looking pretty strong here tonight. We'll see if he's able to keep that up. He's got the two of the fastest guys in this whole series right in front of him. Not taking a shot at anybody else, but Travarthy and Cray usually really fast on their own. Let's check in on Skylar Allen, see how he's doing back in 15th. Started in 16th, so he's up one spot from where he started. Looking really good so far for everybody. And these guys are still running really close times with each other. Skylar just now ran about the same identical time as the leader. So that goes to show you how fast these guys are actually moving. They're going to go well over speeds of what we normally see. One of the fastest tracks we go to all season long in the trucks. 177, I believe, was the top speed just now on the front stretch. And we're watching Tyler, so we'll see how he runs once again as he works out of turn number 2. 178 miles an hour going into turn 3. They're really fast for a truck. Up in second place, Todd Cray trying to hold off the 41, Joe Burchett. Coming off turn 2, we're single file now pretty much throughout the entire field. I don't see anybody going for a pass. Let's check out Steven Parks. He actually started last. He did that on purpose. He wanted to start from the back end of the field. It's a matter of time we'll start seeing this one truck work his way up. Dylan Bowes in the 19. Looking underneath the 9 of Aaron Fowler. Joe Burchett also taking a look to the inside for second. This is on Todd Cray. Joe trying to move up that spot. He's got a little bit of incentive to race, and I know his brother, I believe, is watching him. And they just had their first kid. It might not be the first. Their baby, they just had their baby, born a couple months early. So Joe racing really hard to try to get that truck in victory lane. I know he wanted to win it pretty bad. I talked to him before the race, and he was talking about it. So right now, he's racing one of the fastest guys in the series, last season's champion, Todd Cray. And you've got the 57 of Kyle Frame. We know how fast Kyle Frame is in that airborne truck right behind him. Kyle always fast wherever we go as well. Seeing if Joe can make the pass. He will not. Here comes the 57 of Kyle now looking on the inside. Don't know if he's going to be able to get there just yet. Don't think he got there. Pass up for the lead. Here comes the 21. Todd Cray trying to take it away. From that 2 truck, his is going to get bad and really tight coming off turn 4. Joe Burchett now looking to the inside of the 2 truck. Travarthian. Overtake Motorsports and Metalhead Motorsports. Both of these teams kind of got a little small rivalry. I don't mind rivalries, though. I love it. Even though Overtake is my team, I love the idea that these 2 guys are battling because it goes to show that it's going to push these guys to be better and faster each week. And then you may have a guy that is not on any of these teams, like the 88, Blown Gasket Racing. You cannot count them guys out as well. There's a reason why they're always up front. They're always super fast no matter who's driving. They're always quick, so not a surprise to see them guys up there. So I want to make sure I don't kind of throw that out. We know Eric Spencer's fast as well. Kyle Frame's always fast. and Brandon Puffenberger. So we got the two Metalhead Motorsports guys, one overtake, and two of the Blown Gasket Racing guys running your top five right now. But this guy's working up towards the front. Tyler Cox now trying to pass for 6th place, I do believe, on the 12 truck. He started back in 11th spot, looking to take over 6th spot. He just got around Aaron Fowler. This could get ugly. And Cox is going to be able to take away 6th spot. A little bit further back in the field. Oh, there you go. We'll stay with this one. This is Aaron Fowler from BGR Racing as well. Let's check on Jeff Schmidt. We haven't checked on him. The 12 gets a little loose. Check on Jeff. He had a good run here in the Cup Series last weekend. I believe it was a top 3 finish for him, I do believe. Or I know it was definitely a top 4, but I can't remember if he finished. I'm pretty sure he did. So do not be surprised to see him work his way up towards the field as he's actually going to get into Skylar Allen. We're going to go around. This may not bring out a caution. One in the wall. Skylar Allen going to try to keep it in the track. And green flag going to stay out for now. As I believe this was Jeff Schmidt that could have got in to the back of the... That's a weird wreck, man. I don't want to blame that on nobody. I don't want to blame the 61. 96 had to check up. He got really loose. And let me real fast. One more look. Did the one... I don't think the one got him either. Did the one tag Jeff at all? There was contact. I don't know, man. I think that was more of a racing deal. So we stayed green. Let's get a look at Jeff Smith's damage. He's got a little bit. The back end is pretty jacked up right now. The side's not too bad. We'll see if that plays a factor. He should be okay. Maybe a little bit slower on speed, but we'll find out if it hurts him in the longer run or not. That's what we'll really see. These tires are getting really wore out now, though. We're starting to see who's best on older tires still really start to work their way up. We got a 5-car breakaway, then another 3-car, then another 5 cars. So we got 3 groups right now working near each other. Hey, Gene. Yeah, right? Hey, but you got to be pretty proud of Jeff. He's been running really well. That's not surprising, though. We knew he was going to be good, I think, coming in to any season. I'll be honest, though. I did not think he was that good in a Cup car. I was very surprised to see how fast he was in a Cup car last week in Atlanta. I didn't get to actually watch the entire race. I missed the first, I don't know, maybe 40 laps, but he was very impressive. You see the 57 trying to pass the 41. Todd Craig kind of checking out over the rest of the field. Dylan Bowes and the 9, Aaron Fowler. Here comes the pass. Maybe by the 19. This is really impressive because you see right there, Dylan Bowes does get past the higher line, really starting to play a factor. And I'm not surprised. One thing I want to see if we can show up to Todd Cray. Let me actually hop on board with him. Watch going into turn 1. You'll see a lot more shade on the higher part of the track. There's a little bit right there, but there's a lot. You see where he's running. That means there's a lot more grip right now entering high in turn 1 and 2. There's not really none in turn 3. And Todd gets really loose coming off turn 2. But there's not really no grip in 3 and 4. There's probably some, but you see how much sun's beating down on the track. So that track, that side of the track a little bit hotter. I wish there was a dynamic filter we could show on iRacing to show you how hot the track is at certain points of the race. It changes quite a bit, especially here. This track's so temperamental and it changes so much. These guys are really going to be struggling all night for grip and trying to find that grip. And it's honestly, whoever wins this race is going to be the one that finds the grip. You can already see we're going green for a while. We're probably only about 7 laps away from pit stops, so I would not expect it. You know, it's going to change quite a bit. Todd Craig getting loose again off turn number 4. I apologize. A little bit further back. And here comes the pass by the 19. Just also got word that we could expect pit stops within the next 15 or so laps. I can't say which driver, but got an idea. I also got a statistician over here. I guess we could call him, working on some stats, trying to get an idea. And right now, we will see how it works. One thing I was sitting here thinking of, we're watching this battle. There's so many teams in this series, and oh, the 40 just got into the 19. Caution flag comes out. Well, there's your answer to pit stops. It's going to come this time, and we got more trucks piling in, I believe. No, it's just the 19 that went around. I think the 40 actually tagged him, I believe. Dylan Bowes. Let's find out. I think the 40 drove a little bit too deep. Well, guys, I know Martin Nadeau pretty well. I don't know him personally like that, but I know he don't race like that. That's a little strange. Something had to happen. I'm wondering if he thinking he might have been clear, because he was clear right here. You know what? I think he's trying to make it 3 wide. I don't know if he expected the 19 to come down like that, which Dylan did absolutely no wrong. That's just his normal line. And the 40 came up and tagged him in the rear. So some much needed caution laps are going to be done, because here they come on pit road. So as cars come to pit road, we're going to go right here. And we're going to watch the race off pit road. Oh my goodness. Who will win the race off pit road? This could be big. These races off pit road is going to be really big. And honestly, it's going to be even big now because, let's think. Let me think. This is going to be close to making it on fuel all the way. We got a couple cars missing our pit box quite a bit. I don't know how Joe Burchett made his pit box. It looks like the 9 of Aaron Fowler had a lot of trouble. Actually, Joe had trouble on pit road too. Race off pit road going to be won by, wait, what? Why does it say John Ronaldo? There's no way he won that race off pit road. Austin Marion, maybe? He stayed out. It's Todd Cray. He's going, well, we'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this from Atlanta. Welcome back, Go Fast Racing League. About to go back green flag. About to go here in just 1 second. Hey, could you let me know if the stream's working good? Like, I'm not turned up loud or anything like that. I just want to make sure we're good. Um, I feel like it's like lagging or something. I don't know. So, very interested restart here because it is Todd Cray, Michael Travartia, but it's who start behind Travartia is what's interesting. These two guys had a run into the home net hosting Cup Series, and here we go. They're going to be starting right near each other again. Green flag back out, and this could be very interesting. Tyler Cox right now giving a little bit of bump to that 2 truck. I think he was just pushing him. I don't think it was nothing like that. So, going to be interesting to see how these guys race each other here in the next few laps as we come out of turn 2. You see Joe Burchett blinking just a little bit. That's going to steady out. We'll see who takes the lead. Travarthian right now taking the lead. Here comes Tyler Cox down, trying to get around his 21. Trying to take over second place. And Cox moving up. Tyler Mom Jeans Cox moves into second place as, by the way, that's his nickname if you're wondering. Moves in second place, and here comes Mr. Gray back on the bottom trying to take away that second spot. Right behind him is Brandon Puffenbarger and Joe Burchett running for fourth and fifth place. Joe trying to use the high line. He's going to take away fourth permanently for now. 3-way for the lead. This could get ugly. 3 wide for the top spot. Oof. Joe actually blinked there a little bit. That could have got ugly really quick. They work it out. Man, these guys up front right now racing really hard. And to be honest, I don't mind the hard racing. I still think it's a tad bit too early. We're only 32 laps in. Tyler Cox going to dive down in front of the 21. Almost cuts his nose off. Here comes Tyler to the lead. Travartia slips up. Tyler Cox in that 14 Chevrolet goes to the front. Todd Cray now looking underneath the 2 truck. Joe Burchett looks on. Here comes the 88 of Brandon Puffenbarger trying to take his 3 wide going into 2. No, he does not. Thinks better of it. Todd Cray now races side by side as we come out of turn 2 for the second spot. And it looks like that high line going to pay off as the 2 of Travartian going to be able to clear. We got 1 truck in the wall. That is the 40. Who was that? That is Scott Nashland in the 31. 30, I apologize. He's going to drop back all the way back to the, what position did he drop back to? 14th. So, I got a little intense there for the top few spots. Here we go. How about this? Stephen Parks in that 1 truck. You all see the banner at the bottom of the screen. That is for Stephen Parks' mom. Got the call last week, right before the Daytona 250, the Cup Series. And sadly found out that she has to go back in for a second time for cancer. And thoughts of with them, I know that could be tough. So we'll see how that all plays out. It should be good, I'm sure. But we'll find out. So prayers are with them. So some good racing all around the track right now as the caution does come back out. We had a big one pile up on the front stretch. This was a huge one for Atlanta. Holy cow. Let's see what happened. I don't even know where to start on this. The 1 makes contact with the 27, and it all begins to go downhill from there. There we go. Multiple trucks involved. I can't even begin to tell you who's all involved in this, guys. The 43, I see the 9, I see the 1 for sure. The 27 was involved. The 30 was involved, so 2 teammates. John Ronaldo sadly involved. Man, so many cars taken out during that wreck just now. The 87 involved as well. I believe that was the 80. Was that the 87? I do not know. Man, So it's a big wreck. And to be honest, I don't know who. I mean, right there, John Ronaldo walking, or I'm sorry, Raymond Collin walking away with damage. There's John Ronaldo's truck. He's got a special paint scheme on the front in memory of Matthew Gray. Did not see that until tonight. So there's Eric Spencer's. Rise of Conover. Paint scheme. Tinkeneck on the side. But big wreck. It don't look like he got any damage from out. So, man, what do you do now? We was out there for a couple laps, and let me skip ahead because we was on free play. And there's your answer what they're going to do. Pit stops underway. On lap 38, pit stops for the second time tonight. Caution flag. Let's see. So we can go about 40 laps. So this actually could be, well, we're still going to have to stop one more time. Race off pit road, going to go to the 14. Second race, going to go to the teammate. Joe Burchett comes out in second. Let's see what John Ronaldo decides to do. He's actually on pit road. Austin Marion, we'll see what they kind of do as we take a break. We'll be right back right after this one. Once again.
Just like a movie, just like a storybook, we are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Like you've never seen, like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Just like in a dream, just like in a dream.
Back live at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I've got a special guest. You all know him. You all hate him. Um, well, here, I'll just show you. Adam Chapman, Derek Pemberton. Welcome to the booth. It's been a while since you've been in the booth. You missed the race tonight, sadly. But looking forward to the rest of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, nothing wrong. I hint, wink, wink. Maybe you try to miss this race on purpose because I hate Atlanta for some reason. But we saw that last night in our race. It's a mess. But yeah. I mean, I haven't been up here for a majority of a race, so it feels kind of nice maybe get back to what I feel pretty comfortable at, and that's usually not inside of a car.
So to give a little update, Michael Javartian lost a couple spots on pit road. From what we're estimating, guys, there's about 10 cars involved in that wreck on the front stretch just a moment ago. One of the biggest wrecks we've seen all season. That includes Daytona, which is hard to believe, especially at Atlanta. Up front, it is the two teammates of Tyler Cox and Joe Pritchett, followed by the blown gasket racing of Brandon Puffenbarger, Todd Cray from Metalhead Motorsports, and Michael Javartian, another teammate from Todd. Then Martin Nadeau from Turn 4 Motorsports, up in 6th place. Then we got Eric Spencer, Dylan Bowes currently running in the 8th spot. And I always, everybody that watches my broadcast know I butcher his name, but this is Chris Etchpar, I believe, Etchpar.
Yeah, that's right.
And Kyle Frame is your top 10 at the moment. So don't know a lot about Chris at E06, but hoping he has a good time. Hopefully he'll have a good finish tonight. We'll see. He's worked his way up. Started back in 13th spot, so he's up a couple spots now. And that wreck probably helped him a little bit because a lot of drivers taken, I don't want to say taken out. We still got a lot of guys running. We still got actually 18 on the track running, so quite a few. Don't know if the damage is going to be there or not, but we'll see.
Well, this isn't like Daytona where damage completely takes out of this race. Now, don't get me wrong, this track is still very, very fast. So, any damage, it's not like a Bristol or no damage where your car can be completely destroyed at the point of where it could almost blow up, but you can still win. As actually Joe right here puts a good move on Tyler, forces Tyler up the racetrack.
So much for teammates because Tyler Cox trying to hold off his teammate Joe Pritchett. This is bringing along that 21 and the 88. So Joe Pritchett going to go to the top of the board. Takes away the top spot. Here comes the battle for second. Brandon Puffenbarger has been fast tonight.
Joe and Tyler, they may be teammates, but I'll tell you one thing. They don't talk like teammates whenever the green flag flies. Those two guys, let's be real, they bitter hate each other, but it's a sweet bitter hate because they know that they're teammates, but let's be real. Tyler wants to be better than Joe. Joe wants to be better than Tyler.
You know that from experience.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time. I mean, let's be real. One says they want to be better than the other, and some people think, well, that's not very team-like. That's not very teammate-like, but these two guys are great competitors, and that's the reason why I think that we'll see some pretty great racing with this top spot, especially if Tyler can make a good move like this right here.
I'm going to be honest with you right now, Derek. This is going to be the best Go Fast season we've ever done. I know you're racing in the truck. You didn't make it tonight because you hate Atlanta, but if you look at the amount of drivers that's in here and the teams, it's going to be, I'm going to be honest, there's going to be a different type of winner, I think, every week. We're not going to see one driver dominate this series. There's no way.
Because I'm not racing every week. I mean,
I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, we got a great group. I'm about to say, did Todd Cray win the truck last
year? He did. I keep thinking he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah. Well, let's be real. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Todd Cray is a phenomenal driver.
Yeah, great driver.
Like you said, I don't think he'll win it every week. I think it'll come down to somebody different each and every week.
Yeah.
Hey, hint, hint, that may finally get a win.
Yeah, and if you think about it, there's so many different teams in here, and they're all relaying in communication with each other. We know that. Like, I'm sitting there completely ignoring Turn 4 right now, racing, who the highest driver right now is up to 6. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be different winners. It's not going to be a one-man show. There's no way.
Todd Cray right there put the great move there on Tyler Cox there, but apparently from what I've seen earlier, these two guys haven't been the nicest to each other.
Yeah.
Right there, Todd runs him up just a little bit there, trying to see if he can hang on, but Tyler's going to get a good run.
Got a lap car as well. Lap car coming up. Oh, Tyler really had to check up. Almost gets into the back of the lap car now as Stephen Parks, and really great driving by Tyler. And Stephen did nothing wrong. He was running the high line, just Tyler couldn't get down in time when side by side. So really, a lot of people's looking at that like that could be an aggressive move, and we'll actually go back to the replay. Could be an aggressive move. Actually, did they make contact between Todd Cray and Tyler Cox? Let's see.
I'm not seeing any damage on the vehicle.
Okay, so there was a little bit of contact. It wasn't nothing big. Tyler tried to get down and actually got into the side of Todd Cray. But, that goes to show you how fast Tyler is for one, because he's still running third. But a lot of people look at that move as an aggressive. Todd trying to hold Tyler up on the higher line to get behind a lap car. That's part of racing. I love to move personally. I use it. I always try to get a lead lap car to slow down more because of lap car. And if you can use that, why not? You know what I mean?
Actually, now that I'm saying it, it looks like Charlie does have a little bit of nose-end damage. I don't know if that's just maybe the view I had.
Yeah, Joe's got some as well.
Yeah, and I think there was just a slight checkup. I guess it may have been on a restart or something, or I don't exactly know what happened there. But yeah, he actually knows that there's damage on that. But honestly, at this point, he probably wants a little bit more.
Yeah.
It like it's making him faster.
Yeah, it's definitely making him faster. He's running the fastest laps out of everybody right now in the race. The second fastest is Tyler Cox. Actually, you know who the fastest was the last lap was Brandon Puffenbarger back in 5th. Here's a position battle on the track. Kyle Freeman to 57. Kyle's a really good driver. You've raced with him a couple of times now. You got to respect him as a driver. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, majority of the time, yeah. I've actually raced with him in, I believe, in all 3 NASCAR cars, in the trucks, in the Xfinity, and in the Cup cars. And he seems, he's slow fast. I don't exactly know how to put it. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not always the fastest, but
he's patient like crap, though. Like, he is extremely patient. I think that's more real-world experience because he races in real life as well. And I think it really pays off because we'll see him riding in the top 10 most of the night, but you don't really see him come on until later, it seems like. Not sure why. I think that's just the way he likes racing.
Looks like he's bringing down Joe here.
The last time by, Todd Cray. Actually, it was about even. 32.698 for Joe and a 32.686 for Todd Cray. So a little bit faster for Cray. The fastest last time by, however, was Michael Schwarthian by 1/100,000th of a second over Tyler Cox. Actually, out of our top 5, the 2 slowest guys is our leader, first and second. That's kind of surprising. Ooh, Tyler really put the bumper. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe a little early for that. Of course, you know, everyone knows I kind of like it, you know, you roughing up somebody, but that's even a little early for me.
Yeah, you know.
I actually moved him a little bit there. I kind of like it, though.
I don't mind it. I like it to the point where you still got to be careful. I mean, one, I've never seen Todd get mad. He's a really patient driver.
I guess you haven't heard him whenever he races with me.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets mad on the radio in his team room and stuff. During the interviews, I've never heard him get mad. Tyler, on the other hand, you really got to watch it. He's aggressive as crap. That's what they all say about him. I like the guy. He's one of my friends on iRacing. He's on my team, but he's really aggressive. I think we all know that. And, yeah, I can. Gene, I apologize. I will turn him up.
Yeah, no, you guys really don't want to hear my voice, though.
See if I can do that.
Is it better? Yeah, I feel like it would be better.
There we go. That's probably better. There we go. Sorry about that. Derek, say hello to the world again.
Hi, everyone. My name is Derek.
And I'm out. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, actually, honestly, with that move that Tyler made, look who that's brought back into this party. That's brought back Barthy and Puffenberger back into this, and that's all that's done is really help out Joe.
What's even worse about this is a bad spot for Tyler because that is caught between, well, 2 rivals. Tyler's going to get loose off turn 4. He gets a little sideways, but he's going to try to make it work and try to look to the inside.
As long as it's not as loose as it was last time, it's actually Tyler does. Yeah, he did. He's going to get there because Todd really runs up the racetrack.
Yeah,
here.
really high.
He to do that. Oh, that almost right there. I could have seen that going bad.
That actually helped it too.
Yeah, it did, but we'll see here. Wow. Seems like that outside line really starting to come in. Todd comes back down. Here comes Jabarthi now on the outside. We'll see if Jabarthi can do something.
I don't think, in 3 and 4, I don't think the outside's going to work, but in 1 and 2, I think it's really going to work.
Yeah, it really does seem like
the shade.
Right there, Todd Craig pulled out by a bunch here, but let's see, can he get back down to the bottom? Now Tyler's trying to go to the top lane. Can't exactly do it. He's going to get back down to the bottom. Tyler's trying to run the Kevin Harvick line, but that doesn't seem like it's working either. So he's got to find something here.
Yeah,
maybe he used up his stuff a little early.
Yeah, they've been out there 20 laps. I really feel like that high lane's where you want to be, and I hope I just didn't crash. Guys, if we did crash, I will bring it back up when it did, so we'll take another quick commercial break, and I really got to figure out why it's doing that.
Power down off problems.
Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of issue. I got to figure out why it did that. It done it to me earlier. It's a brand new computer, so it should not have it happen. So I'm going to have to make an adjustment on something. Anyway, you see Todd Cray on pit road. Derek, what happened?
So coming right to the start-finish line just a few laps ago, Tyler Cox and Todd Cray made a little bit of contact on the bumper, on the driver's side bumper. And what had happened, it was just enough to send Todd Cray right around, which wouldn't have been a problem because Todd Cray saved it, no yellow came out. But the only problem is he went inside the green cone. So technically, it counted as him going down pit road. So he got an unsafe pit entrance and speeding on pit road. And of course, the admins here at Go Fast Racing will not clear that. So Todd Cray, more than likely, his race may have just officially ended.
I agree. Yeah, he's still on pit road right now. Just went one lap down. And I'm sorry, 2 laps down, and he's been in multiple times.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like I said, unless he gets a couple of quick yellows here, I would almost say his night was just ended by that. But my thing is, though, I can't blame Tyler. I mean, they were just sitting there, everyone was racing pretty aggressive. It just was a little bit of bump in there, bumping gone wrong, and it just happened to send Todd right through the infield and just barely got inside the green cones as he comes back out on pit road, off of pit road now.
I want to mention that he had a 59-second stop total, so we'll see how that plays out with him. We know he could get one of them laps back because these guys are going to be hitting pit road probably within the next. Actually, they're in the field range now. If they wanted to, they could hit it now if they wanted to and make it to the end.
But honestly, though, I don't think Todd's going to make him pit, though.
Yeah, I don't either. Not with the pit penalty.
So I don't think, he can't do that, but I'm actually kind of surprised. Skylar's one lap down, and his car and his truck looks pretty clean right now. Kind of surprised at that.
I'm really surprised that Skylar's not. I know he's running 13th. We're watching a different battle right now. This is just the closest one with Tyler Cox, Martin Andrew, and Kyle Frame. Brendan Puffenberger. Skylar was super, super fast in practice. Like, he was, I think, 6th fastest, I believe. I'm really surprised by his night. I know he was fast, but I expected a little bit more out of that 96 tonight. I don't know why, but there was something telling me that this could go his way and he'd have a chance solidly, possibly even at top 5. So I don't know what happened. Maybe got caught up in that earlier wreck. Oh, almost contact between the 14 and the 8. Joe's actually extended, by the way.
No, I mean, I would figure that is, Tyler about gets loose again. Honestly, I think Tyler lost all of his stuff. I think he's hurt. Oh, and Brandon makes a very, very risky move right there, cutting down in front of Tyler. That caused Tyler had to get out of it. Here comes the 40, about to make some contact with the bumper of the 14. The 40 and the 21 aren't teammates, are they? The
40 and the 21? No, they are not. That is turn 4 racing.
Hey,
let's rub a little bit. Let's get some action in this thing.
Yeah, let's liven this up a little bit here.
Everybody knows that trackside, I love it. I love when people get mad. I know the admins might not like it, but hey, I love it. It ain't my job to penalize them.
Yeah, I know. That's just that they promote, let's be clean. But yet the broadcasters like to
move. Yeah, let's move out of the way. It ain't my job to penalize it.
This could get interesting right here.
Oh, the sandwich together. Oh, gosh, that could have went bad. That's where wrecks happen.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's just it. Welcome to Atlanta. I mean, we did see Brad Keselowski flip over here, which can't say I laugh a little
that was a hard wreck, too.
It was, but I still laughed.
Is this the one where you said you wasn't going to kill my boy? Is this the track? It is, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I couldn't remember if it was or not.
No. He did that at
Texas?
Gateway.
Oh, okay.
No, he did it at Gateway whenever Carl turned him.
Yeah, that's right. That was a good one.
I hated Brad before then anyway, so it just made it even better.
I don't mind him as much now as what I used to. I used to get standing. 3 wide, by the way.
Well, we're 3 wide here going off into 1. I don't know.
Let's see which line pays off.
Oh, Brandon Buckenberger about comes up into Tyler.
This is going to be interesting.
Brandon in the position, but I think Tyler's going to get the run here because he's going to be on that outside. Actually, Brandon trying to get back into it.
Not to be mean because Tyler's my teammate and I'm the co-owner of the team. Tyler better be careful racing some of these other teams really hard because he's already got one team mad at him. You don't want to make 2 more mad at you. Just being honest.
Tyler, I'll make the rest of them mad for you.
Derek's like, I'll take care of that one.
I'm about to say the season's still early. It's still young. Which, by the way, are you racing tomorrow night in Las Vegas?
I am.
Or we tried... oh, no.
Hey, what? Come on.
I'm about to say, don't be surprised if me and Adam
We'll be out by 10 laps.
somehow tear up this field tomorrow night here in Vegas.
Well, hey, I like Las Vegas, though. I don't know if they're racing afternoon or late afternoon. I hope it's late afternoon. Because I ran Las Vegas today. I finished 4th in the trucks today. I broadcast it on Trackside on Facebook, but did a really good job.
I'm about to say, I about won there this week, but you know, tired.
So Joe's extending his lead. I'm going to be honest, this is Joe Burchett's race to lose. Just being honest. He's out by 1.9 seconds now. And honestly, the only thing I think is going to cost him this race at the moment, and I hate to say it, it can be his kryptonite, is pit road.
Brandon Postenberger came down pit road.
Trevarthian on pit road, I believe, too. No, never mind. Yeah, Trevarthian on pit road.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they're in the window now, so we'll
This is going to force everybody else.
Yeah,
Joe's going to notice that. You know that as well as I do, especially with Tyler running third. You know Tyler knows.
second, actually. Tyler's in second.
Yeah, he's in second now. So, you know he knows Trevarthian coming down. I know Joe's really wanting to win this race really bad for what's on the side of his truck. His brother had a baby girl today. His brother and his wife had a baby girl today. And also, once again, we're still thinking about, as I mentioned, as Kyle Frame stays out and takes the lead, we're still thinking about the cancer of the mom of Stephen Parks. Got word last week during the Daytona race that she's going to be battling her second time. So definitely thinking about that. So there's good and there's bad, I guess. Of course,
yeah,
Joe's,
for every good that there is, there's probably 3 times more bad.
Yep.
And that's just kind of the world we live in now.
Yep. Of course, Joe's brother, baby born, I believe, 2 months early from what I was told. So a little bit premature, but from what I heard, baby's pretty big for being a little bit premature. So that's a good thing. So let's see how this works out. Where's Joe Burchett going to come out in front of Trevarthian?
Joe and Tyler had a really slow stop.
Yes, he did. 29 seconds. I think he got caught speeding. He definitely got caught speeding. But that's a 15-second hold.
I thought we taught you better than that.
Yep. Well, I knew one of them would have trouble. So the question is going to be, can Trevarthian run down Joe Burchett if we don't get a caution? Trevarthian actually did make up a little bit of time.
Oh. Yeah. Let's just say Tyler messed that one up by a long shot.
Well, I seen smoke coming off the tires, but I didn't know if it was from him or not.
Oh, no, that was him. He completely missed the yellow cone. He actually hit the cone. Hey, don't hit my cone.
So Dylan Bowes is your leader at the moment. This is all going to shake back around to Joe, I believe. Austin Marion is still out as well for, you see that? What's that? Is that right? Metalhead Motorsports. So we got 3 Metalhead Motorsports guys running up front. Kyle Frame as well. So honestly, these guys, Joe's not wanting a caution right now.
Nope.
That would be Joe's worst enemy if a caution was to come out. Kyle Frame just hit pit road, by the way.
Oh, Joe just lost about a second, but that's probably because he probably stayed out just a little bit of extra of a lap. He'll probably start gaining back here, but he's still about 24 seconds behind our leader now. So, and right now all these lap cars,
Bowes on pit road. Austin Marion on pit road. Jeff Smith on pit road.
All this is gonna do is just
that was honestly a big gamble them guys took. The 19 to 65 to 61. And honestly, if a caution would have came out, they would have been sitting pretty, let's be honest, because these guys all would have been back on pit road. Even with 4 laps on their tires, they would have been back on pit road. Because Atlanta.
How bad do you want to win? I guess
that's true, though.
20 laps.
I guess I don't know. Somebody would have stayed out.
Oh.
Somebody definitely would have stayed out. We know you would. Somebody I know that would have stayed out, of course, Skylar Allen, but he would have just been a lucky dog. Right now, Skylar Allen would be the lucky dog if a caution was to come out.
What? He'd be the lucky dog?
He is, yeah. Right now, he's running 15th now.
It'd go to Chris, would not? Unless my scoreboard's off.
Oh, yep, you're right. Mine just updated. So,
yeah,
you're
Chris,
right. X-Par, I believe.
Yep, sure.
I think, I need to really educate him and explain how that name works. So, so we'll see.
The biggest loser there, I think it's gonna be Tyler Cox. Biggest gainer, I think it's gonna be Vose. I think, or Spence.
I think Eric Spencer's having a heck of a run.
But the question is, he's got a top 5, so that's gonna be
Yeah, he's
good.
running right behind 4th right now. I mean, he's done really. This is the highest he's been all night. And once he crossed the finish line, is 5th. Having a great run in the 75 truck. Not bad at all.
Right now, I'm just, if I'm seeing this right, Tyler Cox and Joe Burchett are the fastest on the track. Tyler, I think, was just no, actually, Joe was just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, the fastest last time by, I see the same thing.
Yeah,
Well.
I'm waiting to see what it's going to say this time by. That, and then Tyler. So Joe was a little bit quicker there. I'm just trying to get a good gap here because, let's be real, those guys looked like they'd be 1-2. Now looking back toward Trevarthian, Trevarthian's about a whole 10th off. And then Brandon Puffenberger's about 4/10.
Are you surprised to see Trevarthian that far off right now?
Yes and no.
I think I am.
I mean, Trevarthian's pretty good. I mean,
He's
don't get me
great,
wrong. I mean, he shows a lot of speed, but you know, I figured he'd be a little bit closer to Joe than what he is.
Yeah,
but
I
right
agree.
now, Joe's just putting
I don't know.
the hammer down.
It seems like Trevarthian's struggling a little bit on longer runs. I don't know if that's just what I'm seeing.
I think that's just Atlanta. I think it's though, you know, it comes in where you know you got to be quick while saving your tires,
Yeah.
and I think Joe is showing that right now. He's showing that he can be quick but save them tires. And that's really actually helping out for him now. As you can tell, he's starting to inch out this gap every so often. Actually, right there, Trevarthian was just a little bit quicker by 0.02 of a second there.
You don't think
That's
Trevarthian
it.
could have been saving some tires as well, do you?
At this point, I think you got to go.
Yeah, I mean 1.8 seconds, well 1.9, so yeah, I don't think he is either. I do want to give a shout out to Jeff Smith, by the way. I know Derek, you wasn't in here. He actually wrecked on like the 9th lap. Him and Skylar Allen went for a ride, and Jeff hit the wall really hard. Skylar really didn't. I don't think Skylar got any of the wall, but Jeff hit the wall really hard. And honestly, for him to be even running in 8th place right now goes to show strategy does pay off.
And it is Atlanta, so you're going to be on pit road so much anyway.
Yep.
You know, he probably got a little bit of that damage fixed every single pit stop you had.
And he's got fresh tires still. I mean, his lap times, you know, they're actually faster than the leader.
Let me see here. Yeah,
But
he's actually.
it's just not, you know, how far he is back. That's what's going to hurt him.
Oh, right there. That was huge right there. Joe was right at about 0.2 faster that time by. Honestly, though, I think Joe's doing the right thing. I think he needs to get it to the pedal to the metal.
I
and Try
agree.
to get this gap as big as possible.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, Derek, what is the track temp on your screen? Mine said, no, there's no way mine's right.
Track temp is 96 degrees.
Okay, so mine is actually right. It is actually heated up to 111, I believe.
It's heated up.
Yeah. Are you?
Oh, nice.
That's surprising to be late afternoon, right?
I didn't know. I didn't even know the track even. Sure.
I didn't know. Yeah, we're dynamic track and stuff.
Well.
So I'm guessing that's what it is. I mean, I'm guessing that's how the program works. Because where I had to restart it, and I came back in, it says 111 for some reason. But I know the track definitely gets hotter. Anyway, we're on lap 88. Joe Burchett does have a couple lap cars coming up on him, but right now he's out by quite a bit. Jeff Smith, back here's Austin Marion. I'm trying to find the closest battle. I don't really see none that's really that close.
Probably our closest one would be Vose to Cox. I think would be probably our biggest one right now.
Yeah, I think so. And that's still pretty good distance.
I'll be real. That one's not really nail biting right now.
Yeah. 1.6.
Honestly, though, I think Joe has kind of got the. I don't want to jinx him right now, but I mean, it's hard to say because I mean he's still just that much quicker than Trevarthian.
I'm just surprised by that. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
And you both.
I knew Joe would be fast, but I mean, I feel like he's got a really hard purpose to race it out with that on his truck. I've never, I've broadcast a lot of Joe's races before. I haven't never seen him this determined, if that makes sense. I don't know, man. There's just something about the way he's driving, and we've known him for a while, and we've seen him dominate races.
Mm-hmm.
But the way he's, even with a damaged truck, the way he's moving tonight, just the way he's doing everything on the truck, very, very different than what we normally see out of him, I think.
Actually, right there, your writing was just a little bit quicker, but yeah. If I could drive like Joe, oh my word.
Here's a position battle. This is for 11th. Kyle Frame and John Ronaldo. Kyle Frame wants that spot. Of course, John Ronaldo wearing the sponsor on the truck. Dynamite from North Carolina. And of course, got the in memory of Matthew Gray on the truck as well. Trevarthian doing everything he can to catch up to the 41. And just now, Kyle Frame does get around Ronaldo for 11th spot. Checking in on Skylar Allen. I don't see no damage on Skylar's truck, though.
I don't either.
He had to have had something happen on pit road. He's got a little bit on the spoiler, but that happened early in the race.
I don't even see that.
That happened like a lap.
Yeah, now I see it a little bit, but
there's no way that's going to do it because that was with him and Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith's running. He had to have something happen on pit road.
Yeah, because he's running about. No, wait, hold on one second.
He's running,
27-second lap.
Yeah, and he's running really slow though. Well, that time actually Skylar was faster than Joe.
That time, it says Skylar's faster than everybody right now.
That don't make no sense though.
Yeah.
Something had to have happened. Like there's no other explanation. Because I mean, dude, he was like super fast in practice. I mean, top 6, top 7, and I mean, I was watching him. He was really fast. He had to make the mistake on pit road. And I don't know if you all know, if you all heard it on other broadcasts or whatsoever. I know a lot of the iRacers know, but I know we got people that don't watch, that don't race. But, Derek, you could really explain this as well. The pit boxes are smaller now than what they was last season.
Oh, boy, don't even get me. I don't know. Actually, the last night was actually the first night I ever missed my pit box last night ever since the new pit boxes came out. Last night was actually the first time I've ever missed it.
I don't know, man. I'm having so much trouble with it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, Adam struggled with it several times. We had a chance to win a Daytona race and he messed it up and about cost us.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, so I mean, but yeah, I mean, they honestly can make or break a race, and especially now, because now that the pit boxes are so much smaller, that's the reason why a lot of people would like to see, maybe a yellow right there. Don't want to see yellow right there at the end to make everyone come back down, because that means you got to come back on the pit road, take that risk, and not do it.
And that's part of it now. It's not just it's pit road now is part more of the race, even under caution. Pit road, I don't think in iRacing has ever been so bigger in league races than what it has now. Like, that's how important pit road is now. And I really believe that. Like, it was important last season and previous builds, but this season, man, it just feels like you got to be perfect on pit road. Oh, somebody got, right in front of Joe. This might cause a caution. Caution's out. I think that's it.
Race is over because we're coming to 97.
I think so. 4 laps to go. That's it. Yeah, there's no way we're going back to green.
And Chris, he had a chance to be the lucky dog. That's going to put Kyle Frame. Not that it's going to change.
Who was the caution? Was it the 12? Yeah, 12 was involved. I don't think that's actually the 12 and the 06.
I don't know what happened with the 12. The 12 was fine.
He just got loose on the exit, and he put it in the wall so he wouldn't hit Joe.
That's weird.
I think he put it in the wall. Yeah, I think he put it in the wall so he wouldn't hit Joe. It looked like a tire blew out. I don't know what happened. I didn't tell you what happened. He seen Joe coming, and I think it kind of surprised him, and he didn't want to get into the leader. And he just, the back end kind of kicked out from him a little bit. So.
Well, no, that was Skyler that was right. That was on the inside of him.
You're right. Heck, I don't know what happened. Either way, I believe that could do it, man. We'll have to wait and see. We're coming to 3 laps to go. That means we'll have to get 2 to go this time. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah, the field's probably not even caught up.
I'm going to be honest. Oh, man, y'all ain't not supposed to hear that. I apologize. Let me get that off.
I thought I just saw someone with an 81 pit stall. I was getting ready to lose my mind for a second. I was like, hold on, what?
What am I never going to take it? Skylar, we're going to have a talk.
Yeah, no, I was about to go in there and go like, yo, who's got my number? Then we about to fight.
That's funny.
Ugh.
So we're on lap 98 of 100, and that is going to be the race. So Joe Burchett going to walk out of here your winner tonight. And what I'm going to be honest, I personally think this is his most complete race I've ever seen him run.
This is definitely one for the record books.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
The way he ran was racing for a purpose. You could see it. Well, the 14.
We may have just wrecked on the backstretch.
I seen the 14 go down. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so big shout out. Let's real fast get a look at some paint schemes while we're under caution. There's gonna be your winner, Joe Burchett. I want to make sure I get everybody's sponsors covered if they have any. There's Michael Trevarthian, Brandon Puffenberger, Blown Gasket Racing. I painted that truck. You're welcome. The 40 truck. Martin Adu. I believe this is his best finish so far in the trucks this season. Eric Spencer with a great run, going to finish 5th place. Dylan Bose battles back, finished 6th. Tyler Cox going to finish in the 7th position. In 8th, we're going to have Jeff Schmidt. He battled back really nice, too. And then we're going to have Austin Marion finish in 9th. Kyle Frame's going to finish in 10th spot. John Ronaldo going to not have a bad run, I guess, 11th. Todd Cray, it's got to be disappointing for him. He had a truck that possibly could have won this one. Skylar Allen going to finish 13th. Scott Nashlin and Eric Minch, your top 15. So we're on 2 to go. Once again, guys, we do not broadcast tomorrow night. We broadcast Saturday night, Loose Lane Nuts Racing. That is on Facebook. And then we will be back again on Sunday. No, I apologize. We actually do not broadcast this Sunday. I forgot the season's over.
Boy, I mean, it's slowly starting to slow down, ain't it, Adam?
That is for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard to watch this have to go by the wayside. It's going to hurt. We're coming to the white flag this time, correct?
We are. White flag is out for the 41. So a big congratulations to Joe Burchett. I know that he wanted this one, and he got him one. So this right here, Derek, is actually going to lock Joe, oh my goodness, into the chase. I don't think anybody really thought he wouldn't be. So far, Todd Cray, Joe Burchett locked into the chase. So 2 different drivers in 2 different, or well, now 3 weeks. Next time we race, guys, is going to be Las Vegas on March 15th. That's when we'll be back here for these guys. And then Martinsville, March 29th. Well, that's going to be an interesting one.
Which one?
Martinsville.
You may see me in the back of the broadcast booth for that
I think Joe Trevarthian or Tyler Cox really could win that one. Trevarthian's really good there, so we'll see. Dover after that. Kansas. Derek. Kansas, April 26th.
I'm clearing my day.
You know you want that one.
Oh,
Derek could actually have a chance at that one.
Yeah, if I'm not dominating that one, you may not hear out of me.
Derek's actually pretty good there. So, anyway, across the start-finish line, Joe Burchett is going to come home in that top spot. And the number 41 Swamp Dust Reese Riley Burchett on the side, and going to win the Go Fast Racing League race down the Mike's Truck Series at Atlanta, with Michael Trevarthian finishing in second. Brandon Puffenberger. Brandon had a great run tonight, finishing in third. We're going to interview these top 3 here in just 1 second. We're going to bring in Joe. We're going to let him get to the start-finish line and burn the house down like we've seen him do tons of other times. I don't know how many wins this is for him now on the season. I'm sorry, his racing career. It's up there, I'm sure. Here comes the 14, going to give him a little love tap in the back. Let him know good job. Not to mess up the truck, because that's the last thing that Joe wants to happen.
He's hitting him pretty hard.
He is.
Actually, he's probably not even hitting him that hard. Okay, he may be right now.
So, there goes Joe. He's going to burn it down. You see the pink as well in the visor. That is for breast cancer awareness. It is. I don't know why you laugh.
No,
it is. Oh, you love it,
I'm
Tyler.
talking about Tyler. I just saw Tyler dart across the screen. It just made me laugh.
All
I just see
right.
Joe spinning out.
We're going to bring in Joe for chat right now. Hey, Joe, you got me.
Yes, I do.
Well, man, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I was talking about this a few moments ago to the broadcast. How determined was you to try to win this race?
Pretty much. If I didn't win, I was gonna be super freaking disappointed.
Yeah, I told Derek, and I've watched you race a lot of races. Derek's watched you race a lot of races as well. I've never seen you be this. I don't want to say aggressive because that's not the word, or dominant, but I've never seen you race this way. What was the reason, man? There's got to be a reason. I'm pretty sure I got an idea why, but what was the reason for it?
Earlier, I guess this morning, I think a little after 10, I had a little niece born premature, about 7 months. Right now, they've got her in the NICU unit down in the hospital just south of Atlanta, and should hopefully be there for a month or a month and a half and be able to come home. Got my brother and sister-in-law hopefully still watching. They might have went to sleep. Been a long day. Put my niece on the side of the truck, put the name on and the picture, and I figured, I got to give it all I can and, try to get out here and get this win.
Well, man, I knew you wanted to win. I got the message a couple hours ago you wanted to paint your truck and stuff like that. You did a great job on it tonight. And honestly, this locks you into the chase. I know there's still a couple races out there that's on your radar that you want to win. Martinsville comes up in 2 weeks, which is by far, in my personal opinion, one of your best tracks unless we go to a road course. Next time, Las Vegas. How do you feel about racing Vegas? I know you're pretty fast there as well.
Vegas is pretty similar to Atlanta, just with no dog leg. Depending on how the weather slots out, it could be a all-out, session for 5-10 laps, or it could be somewhat like here, where you kind of just got to manage the tires and use your brakes, and you're just muscle the truck around this track when you can, and hopefully take care of your equipment all the way to the end.
Well, congratulations on a big win, man. I know you wanted it, and it's awesome. Of course, you got the breast cancer collars inside the truck as well for your mom that was fighting it or is fighting it. So, big win. Go celebrate, and I'll talk to you here soon. Anybody want to give a shout out?
Thank you. Just want to thank everybody at Swamp Dust. Thank everybody over at Overtake. Thank you and Derek for doing the broadcast. Thank Tyler, for helping me figure out a couple lines there after we got running. Unfortunately, he had not a great evening tonight. Seemed like another team wanted to get a little payback on him and kind of ran him a little dirty. But I guess that's kind of how it goes here and there sometimes. But I look for him to rebound come Las Vegas, and
Yeah.
hopefully we can get Overtake back up there 1-2 again.
Kind of surprising to hear Tyler help somebody. We'll talk to you here soon, man. Good job tonight.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man. Next up, Michael Trevarthian. Going to bring it home in second place. Hey, Michael Trevarthian, you got me?
How we doing, sir?
Pretty good, man. Well, you was super fast. We seen that from the drop of the green flag. You ran inside the top 3 all night. seemed like you didn't quite have long run speed. Is there anything you could have done different? We noticed that you was searching around a lot, and honestly, it seems like at times you was fast, and at other times it would just slow down. Is there a reason you think behind that?
No, well, like I said, it was trying to keep the guys behind you, but still save a little bit. You're running that middle line. It's just a fine balance. Like I said, slid through my pit box on that second long flag run there. Ended up 6, so that couple second difference when Joe took off. I mean, Joe had a great car, nothing to take away from there. He had a great race, definitely the man to beat tonight. And like I said, just came up a little bit short. I think the pit stop hurt a little bit. And definitely, like I said, trying to find that balance of, speed, keeping the guys behind you, and trying to save a little bit for those 30, 40 lap runs. But other than that, I can't complain about a second, man. It was a great night, great race.
Yeah, and I asked you the same question. Next week, or 2 weeks, we head to Las Vegas, and then we go to Martinsville. Now, I know you're a heck of a short track racer. You haven't got a win yet. Everybody knows it's coming, and I really feel like it's a 3. I don't want to push anybody under the bus when I say this. I feel like there's 3 teams to really watch out for. Overtake, of course, Metalhead, and I'm kind of torn between Turn 4 and Blown Gasket right now because Brandon had a great run tonight. But next 2 tracks, Las Vegas and Martinsville, we know you're a good short track racer and got a chance to win it. How do you feel about them next 2 tracks?
Well, a lot of fenders touching each other. Like I said, hopefully we can keep it clean and green and be there for the end. Like I said, you can't win them all. But
right.
These top 5 finishes, top 2 finishes, obviously they add up at the end of the 36 race season, and that's the end goal, is to make it to the chase and hopefully get some wins along the way. But there's a great group of guys in here, a lot of fast guys, and I can't take anything away from that. So like I said, if I need to save a little bit to conserve a top 5 finish, then that's what it'll be.
I feel like Martinsville, for some reason, stands out for me anyway. That's what the track stands out. I know how fast you could race that place. I wouldn't be surprised to see you in victory lane. So, man, congratulations on the second place tonight. I know you wanted to win, but second place still not bad. 13 laps led. Move on from this and go on to tomorrow night in the Xfinity Series. Any shout-outs or anything you want to give?
Yeah, sure, dude. I'd like to give a shout-out to Trackside Racing Network for all of you guys doing the booth. Adam, like I said, you've been there for us for a long time. Definitely my teammates with Metalhead Motorsports, Jeff Schmidt, Austin Marion, Dylan Bose, Todd Cray, and Eric Mensch. Like I said, Todd had a fast truck tonight as well. So down to Mike's Truck Series, Skyler for putting these races on. Like I said, without all the group of guys putting forth the effort that they do, we wouldn't be here each and every night. So I appreciate what everybody does.
For sure, man. Good job on tonight. That was fun to watch. I know it didn't work out exactly the way you wanted, but still, second place. Go out there and see if you can get it next week, man.
All right, brother.
Thank
Thanks.
you. I will move him back up. Where's his channel at? There we go. And next up, we will bring in Brandon Puffenbarger, who finishes in, let's see, 3rd place. Brandon, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, well, you was inside the top 5 pretty much all night, and I mentioned it. I mentioned just a few moments ago to Michael. I feel like this is coming down to a 3-team race already, with Blown Gasket being up there and Overtake, of course, and Metalhead. Overall, satisfied with the outcome tonight?
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied considering last week at Atlanta I did pretty bad.
We know 2 weeks from tonight we head to Las Vegas. Joe kind of mentioned it's kind of similar to tonight, depending on what the weather is. How do you feel about Las Vegas? Do you think we could see you possibly get a win there, or are you looking forward to something like Martinsville?
I'm looking forward to Vegas, actually. It'll be a little bit of a similar race. I'm not looking forward to Martinsville, just because I don't like racing at Martinsville.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. I'm horrible at it, so I definitely understand that. And I mentioned 3rd place. You're not quite in the chase yet because, of course, you got to win. It's still early in the season. So you come in here and you was inside the top 5. Anything you could have done a little bit different to try to run, Joe down or even catch up to Michael?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, I tried putting earlier than both of them,
right,
and I did, but they both came out quicker than I did, so.
Well, man, still 3rd place. We'll move on from this one and go to Las Vegas in 2 weeks. Any shout-outs or anything you want to give?
BGR, um, Skylar and the admins for putting on this, you for doing the broadcast, and my girlfriend because I know she's watching.
For sure, man. Better make sure you do that. All right, we'll talk to you here soon, man. Truck looked good tonight, and you kept it clean, so good job, and we'll talk to you here in a couple weeks.
All right.
Thanks, man. Derek, thoughts on the race?
Overall, really enjoyed the race. I mean, I got in kind of late, but I mean, it actually added a little bit right there at the end. If it was for that yellow, I don't think Trevarthian would have been able to catch him, but I think he would have made it pretty interesting because, you know, it seemed like Trevarthian maybe right there at the end may have had a little something for him. But overall, great race, and I'm kind of glad I got to be here again.
Teammate aside, Joe kind of spoke on Tyler just for a minute. See anything wrong with what happened between Tyler and Todd?
No, racing.
I agree. I know Tyler's our teammates, but I agree.
I mean, my thing is if you don't like getting to shoved, go play soccer. I'm just being straight up honest.
No, you're right.
It's a man sport.
Like,
it's a man sport. You're gonna get out there. You're gonna get rubbing a little bit. I mean, and that should. I mean, I know that may be a little harsh coming out, but I mean, hey, I mean, you gotta be able to stand up for yourself. You gotta be able to, push somebody.
We're not here to play favorites by any means. So, from what now, I didn't get to see the wreck because my computer happened to mess up at the same time, which is weird for a brand new computer. But anyway, from what I was told, what you told me and explained it to everybody, I don't necessarily think Todd. I don't see Todd racing anybody dirty. I'm sorry, I don't. He may race you hard, but Todd, that's one thing he's not. I don't think he would do revenge, not like that. So it is what it is. We'll move on. The racing tonight was great. I am super excited Joe got to win. That's awesome. I know he wanted it. So yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Once again, thoughts and prayers are going with Stephen Parks, his mom. I know she's in that rough time, but I'm sure it'll all work out. Thanks again for everybody for watching. We'll be live again on Saturday night. Tune in on Facebook. We'll talk to y'all then. Have a great night, and God bless.